On today's video, I'm just going to be comparing 14 PT business cards between those and 16 PT from GFX. So these are Vista Print, 14 PT, and GFX. So I'm going to put the GFX cards right here stacked up. Okay, all the ones that you see here are from GFX. And this is my first time actually using both of these guys. So I used Vista Print just because it was kind of easy. With these other guys, GFX, it was still easy, but I just had to read a little bit more with all the stuff that they wanted, the bleeds and everything. I had to make sure that I had exactly what they wanted, but it was still easy, it wasn't hard. So these are 14 PT versus 16 PT, okay? So these are, once again, GFX, Vista Print. So let's get down to it. Vista Print, GFX. Okay, so the color, let's start off with the color. With GFX, this is actually closer to the color of what I wanted to be printed. Vista Print did not do such a good job in that matter. So Vista Print's right here, and that's not the color that I sent out. This is closer to a color that I sent out. It's a CMYK, so I don't really see how they could screw it up with Vista Print, but I guess because the upload and everything, the whole process with Vista Print, that's why it's a little bit not as professional as these guys. With these guys, I made sure it was CMYK file and everything, so I was fine with that. The only thing that I find Vista Print better would be with the trimming. The trimming all the way through, so this is Vista Print. I'm gonna just try to focus this a little bit better. Their trim lines are pretty clean all the way through. Okay, although the color, once again, they kind of screwed up on that. It's not a big screw up, it's a little screw up. And these are GFX. Okay, with GFX, you're gonna see all of them. Okay, it is clean, the cut. Okay, I do notice just on one side, okay, it's not as clean as the other sides. That's just a little bit, and your client probably will not notice that, okay, because it's very little, the difference here. So you can see that they have a problem with their trimming machines, because the first batch they sent me was actually pretty bad with their trimming. This is the first batch, and the trimming here, you can see the defect. But once I told them that what happened and I sent them a picture, they sent these cards, the replacements. Okay, so they're still not 100%, but that's just really little, and you will probably not even notice. So what you really have to notice is on the here on the color side. And the color side, you don't notice that defect. On the white side, you kind of notice it, but you have to really look into it, okay? And you don't really need to do that. I mean, as long as they look clean, and they do, it'll be fine. Vista Print will cost you $60, around 14 PT cards, okay, for 1,000 cards. And with GFX, it'll cost you $40. So they're $20 cheaper. They get the color more correct. However, cleaner lines with Vista Print. But again, GFX, just a little bit more professional. I felt a little bit better because they described all the bleeds and everything. So it was a little bit better, okay, than with Vista. Vista just seemed too unprofessional. So if you guys don't know much, then maybe go with Vista Print. But even with their website, it's okay. They kind of guides you like what you should look out for. So if you don't understand what trims and bleeds and all that is, you can still use their website. I mean, Vista is a little bit easier, sure, but again, it'll cost you those $20 extra, and with these guys, it'll cost you less, right? And the color would be a little bit more accurate than Vista itself. And once again, you're getting 16 PT instead of 14. Now, between the two, is there a huge difference? No, not really. I mean, you can feel it kind of when you bend it, but even if I kind of focus it there and try to make you guys look at the difference between the 16 PT right here that I'm moving and 14 PT on my left hand side, you won't see a difference. Maybe just line them up kind of, and you guys will not probably see a huge difference right there. Okay, you guys just can't see a difference, but anyways, you can kind of feel it a little bit. Not a huge difference, so I wouldn't really go for this company just because they offer the 16 PT, but I would because the color and because their customer service. Once again, they did kind of screw up with their first batch, and they made up on their second batch. They just sent them out pretty fast, 5 days for both of them shipping. Shipping with Vista, they did it with FedEx. These guys did it with UPS, which they're both services fine. I didn't have to sign for either or, so it's okay. Oh, actually no, I did have to sign for Vista Print, but these guys I didn't have to sign, which is fine again. Vista Print will come in these boxes, so these boxes will come inside a box similar to this one, and with GFX it'll just come in one of these boxes, so a little bit less protected per se. But then again, Vista Print, with one of the boxes that they sent me, they had a huge dent here, so they kind of screwed up before they packaged it up on the other one, and they didn't really care. They just sent it out like that. So again, Vista Print wasn't too careful with that. So once again, a conclusion would be that I would definitely use GFX instead of Vista Print because it's cheaper. The trim lines may not be as clean, but their colors are similar, and they are better with GFX, the colors, so that's a little bit more important than the trim lines. So as long as the trim lines are okay, then and that they are acceptable, then I would use GFX for sure again. But Vista Print, well, not just because the price and the colors weren't that great. And yeah, but that's it for my review. Anyways, if you guys have any comments, questions, you can write them below, and don't forget to subscribe and rate. Thank you.